Blue Eyes Spirit Ultimate Dragon, it's a Light Dragon Synchro Effect monster. It's a level 12 with 3,500 attack and 4,000 defense. It requires 2 tuners plus 1 non-tuner Blue Eyes monster. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. 1. Your opponent cannot banish cards from your graveyard. 2. When a card or effect is activated on the field as a quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. And 3. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Light Dragon monster from your graveyard, except Blue Eyes Spirit Ultimate Dragon. When it comes to this card, it actually reminds me a lot of the Red Dragon Nova, because that needed a double tune. It needed 2 tuners and it required the Red Dragon Archfiend. Likewise, this card needs 2 tuners and a non-tuner Blue Eyes monster. So it has to be a Blue Eyes monster. That's fine, because that could be the alternative dragon. It could be the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. It could be a standard Blue Eyes White Dragon. Doesn't matter. So long as it has Blue Eyes in its name, it's classified and it counts towards it. This means most likely you're going to want 2 tuners that happen to be level 2 each, as those are level 8 monsters, to bring it to a level 12. You might be thinking of its attack as quite weak, considering it's supposed to be an ultimate card, and most of the ultimate cards for the Blue Eyes series have had 4,500 attack points as a given, which we'll be getting through shortly. First ability, your opponent cannot banish cards from your graveyard. Perfect. There are a few cards in your graveyard that you don't want banished. There is the Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, where it can effectively reoccur, and when it's banished, it's a pain because you can't revive it from there. Whereas when it's in the graveyard, you can continue to revive it. This is a good way of protecting that card, as well as some of your other cards, which maybe need to be banished for you to activate their effects, but if your opponent were to banish them, that would be a problem, which is why it says it's only strictly your opponent cannot banish cards from your graveyard and not yourself. It doesn't flat out just restrict you from using that effect. Second ability, when a card or effect is activated on the field, just as a quick effect, so this could be during yours or your opponent's turn, by negating that effect, this card gains 1,000 attack points until the end of the turn. That is where this card then becomes a 4,500 attack monster, which is explained within its own effect. Third ability, when this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you're just able to special summon a Light Dragon monster from your graveyard, except itself. Perfectly fine, you get to replace it with any number of the Light Dragon monsters that meet this card's condition. And it doesn't have to be specifically from the Blue Eyes archetype. It can be from any various cards. There are so many Light Dragon monsters out there, very easy to go into something else.